Hey guys, Mike Iser here, and today I want to give you guys some really powerful info. For those who don't know, I used to manage a website, and I logged on that website how everything I did to go essentially from 0 to 5,000 to 6,000 a month. Okay, and this was back in 2008, 2009. Now, when I did that, I learned certain things that are necessary in order for you to basically make it online. I maintained a 5,000 to 6,000 a month income for quite some time until Google Penguin came along. But I left my job actually, and I went to working full time back in 2008, 2009. So I was making a living off of what I had done. So what I want to share with you guys are some principles that I found were absolutely necessary in order for me to achieve what I achieved. I'm going to share these with you. Now, this is from my personal experience. These are 6 critical components to making it online and developing a full-time income for yourself. So guys, take this seriously. I really put a lot of thought and effort into figuring out what exactly I needed, looking back, what I needed and what was critical to me making it online. And this is what I've come up with, okay? So now the first thing is confidence, okay? You want to have confidence in the system that you're applying. Now, if you're at all unsure about whether or not it's going to work, the system that you're applying, then, it's not going to work out for you. You need to have faith in the system. You need to have confidence that the plan of action that you're going to be taking with the system that you've chosen is a plan that works. It's a system that works. Okay? Now, the second thing is focus. Okay? You need to focus 100% on whatever system it is that you've decided to go after. Okay? You can't get distracted. You can't get distracted by the next shiny object, the newest WSO, Warrior Special Offer, or the newest tactic or technique. You've got to stick to one thing and one thing only. You've got to come up with a plan of action, and you've got to focus on that, and just do that. Don't do anything else. Just focus 100% on the plan of action that you've devised for yourself, whatever that may be. Like maybe you decide that you're going to do one video a day, one YouTube video a day. If you're doing YouTube marketing, then you got to stick to that 100%. If you planned on doing 2 blog posts a day, you stick to that. So that's number 2, focus. Number 3, I found, is accountability. Accountability is key to, it's another way to hold you to what you've set out for yourself. Now, when I decided that I was going to develop a full-time income online, I set up a website where I logged everything I did every single day. And I did that for everyone else to see. And I logged on a daily basis for 427 days straight. I did not stop. I did not miss one day. Every single day, I was held accountable to all the people that were following along on my blog. I didn't want to disappoint them. So, and if you don't have a readership that can hold you accountable, what you can do is you can use the Jerry Seinfeld technique, productivity technique. I've covered that in a previous video, but basically, to go over it real quick, you set up a calendar that you can see, and you start putting an X, a big red X, on every day that you do the daily actions that you've set out to do for your business. Your plan of action. Every day you complete your plan of action for your business, you put a red X. You'll get used to seeing these red X's, and it'll develop a chain. And the idea is not to break the chain, ever. Okay? If you break the chain, you have to start back at 0. So by holding yourself accountable to something that's right in front of you, day in, day out, a big calendar with a chain of X's, or by holding yourself accountable by blogging about your journeys online, it helps tremendously. to stick to what it is that you've set out for yourself. Now, the next important facet is consistency, okay? You can't set out to do something and, do it like one day, 2 days in a row, 3 days in a row, then on the fourth day you're too busy, and you don't do anything. And then you start up the next day, and then, maybe you work another 3 or 4 days straight, and then you have another day off. You can't do that, guys. You have to be 100% consistent. When I made it online, the way I made it online was by doing work every single day. I had no excuse. Even when I was working a full-time job, I found the time to work on my business. I worked at least 2 to 3 hours a day. There is no excuse, guys. Absolutely none. So, take it seriously. If you really want to manifest whatever life you have in your head, whatever dreams, desires you have in your head, you can manifest it if you're serious and if you're consistent, okay? Now, the next thing is you need to take determined action towards your end goal, okay? You need to focus 100% and take determined action every day towards your end goal. Now, when I say determined action, I'm talking about doing it day in, day out without looking back. That's the key. I know a lot of people that take action, but then they stop and they look back and they say like, okay, is this working? I can't see that I'm getting any traffic from this website I put up 2 days ago. And then they question and they stop, and you don't want to do that, okay? That breaks your momentum. You got to be determined, and you got to take action consistently without looking back. Do not look back. Take action, do not look back, okay? For instance, back when I was developing my $5,000 to $6,000 a month income, what I was doing was I was putting up what are called ClickBank snipers and AdSense snipers. Now, these are small 5 to 10 page sites that were ranking on page 1 of Google for various keywords. So what I'd do is I'd register a domain name. Like, say I wanted to rank for a keyword like make money online. Now, obviously you're not going to end up ranking for something that's that competitive very easily, but this is just an example. What I would do is I'd try to find a domain like makemoneyonline.com or .org or .net, and if that was available, I'd register that domain, because if you had an exact match domain, it would make it that much easier for you to rank on page 1 of Google. So what I'd do is I'd buy like 15 to 30 of these domains at once, and I'd develop them, and I would not look back. I would not stop on like domain number 2 or domain number 5 or domain number 10 and say, okay, is what I'm doing working? Oh, it's not working. Maybe I should reconsider this. No, I went all out. Like, I set the plan, I bought these domains, I'm gonna go all out. Once they're all done, then I can look back, right? And reassess things. But once you set a plan of action, once you start taking action, you've gotta take determined action, do not look back. So the sixth principle, okay, and this is probably the most important, is you need to have resilience and perseverance, okay? Because when you're trying to make money online, you're inevitably going to encounter roadblocks and hurdles, things that are going to test your will to continue on with what it is you're doing. And this is what separates the people that succeed from the people that don't succeed, the 98%ers from the 2%ers, okay? If you have a strong enough reason why you're doing this, if your desire is strong enough, you can see anything through. And if you don't give up, you will be successful, okay? But it really comes down to your why. Why are you building this business? What is the reason? Why do you need this so badly? How bad do you want it? Because you're going to encounter roadblocks. You're going to find out that whatever it is that you're doing online, maybe it's not working out quite the way you thought. Maybe you're not getting results as soon as you would have liked. And maybe you start testing and tweaking things, and even after testing and tweaking things, it's not working out. Maybe 1 month goes by, 2 months goes by, and you don't see any results. 3 months goes by, and you're at the breaking point. You're at the point where you can't take it anymore. the thing that's going to separate the people that make it from the people that don't make it is having the stamina, the mental fortitude to see that through, you know, to keep on testing, keep on tweaking, and not giving up. Okay, so how strong is your resolve? How big is your why? People are motivated by either pain or pleasure. Now, you can be motivated by pleasure, by things that you want for yourself in the future, but the strongest motivator is pain. You know, if you're in a point in your life, if you've reached your breaking point where you just can't stand working a 9 to 5 underneath someone else's thumb, answering to them, you know, and having to wait until it's 5 o'clock before you can go home and spend time with your friends and your family, and you've just reached breaking point, your why is going to be pretty strong. But if you're in a comfort zone, you may have to do a bit of digging to really get the motivation to, you know, build this thing. So that's just my personal experience. I found that if you are in enough pain regarding your current circumstances to where it's more painful to stay where you are and do nothing than to take action towards your goals, your visions, your ambitions, then you're going to start making things happen for yourself. Okay? So if you're in a point where you're not quite doing what you know you should be doing, it's time to get uncomfortable with where you're at now, and by doing that, you know, you'll be better able to reach the goals you set out for yourself. That's for another video, I'd say, but yeah, guys, these are the 6 keys. This is what I found were critical to me making it online, making a full-time income online. Okay? So again, confidence, number 1, confidence in your system. And number 2, focus. Get a plan of action and stick to that plan of action. Number 3, accountability. You have to be accountable. It helps you to stick to what plan you've set out for yourself. And number 4, consistency. Every single day without fail, no excuses. Number 5, take determined action. Do not look back. Number 6, resilience and perseverance. So guys, I hope this was helpful for you. I'm going to have a lot more videos coming up for you, sharing what has worked for me, you know, different things related to mindset, and also I'll go over some tactics and strategies as well. So I'm going to cut it off right here. So again, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys later.